Hello there. If you've ever had to transfer personal data outside the UK, for instance, as part of an agreement or because of a company sale or something like that, you're probably aware that if the country you're transferring to is outside the EU and isn't an country with which the EU or UK has an adequacy decision in place, then you will need to carry out a transfer risk assessment. Now, this is something that you carry out and you keep on your own record, so it doesn't go anywhere. But you are supposed to carry out this risk assessment to work out if the country you're sending it to is going to abide by similar data protection rules as the UK and European Union. Now, that's quite a difficult question to answer. We'll go through a process. There'll be a bunch of questions to answer, quite a bit of work to do in terms of research online, and potentially you might be seeking an answer from an external lawyer, a lawyer in that country. It's always a slightly awkward conversation because what you're doing is you're asking the lawyer in another country whether their country respects privacy and human rights. Now, the obvious question is, well, if it didn't, would he or she be able to tell you that? And typically, as you might imagine, the answer you'll get back from the lawyer is yes. But it can be quite a difficult question to really to answer, because how on earth are you, as an in-house lawyer, supposed to find the answer in relation to an entire country? And of course, there are online sources you can go to. You can go to Amnesty International, you can go to various law firm websites and that sort of thing. But wouldn't it be good if there was an AI tool that would help with that process, that maybe would do that searching for you, would search for relevant sources online, would maybe go through the questions in the order that they're presented in the transfer risk assessment and get the answers based on the information that you provide? Well, that's what I've produced for you today. It's a workflow that creates a transfer risk assessment based on the answers to the questions that you give it. Now, of course, you shouldn't rely on this. You should seek independent legal advice. But the good thing about doing this first is you've got the likely answer, so you know if there's likely to be a problem before you search for legal advice in another country, particularly legal advice you're going to have to pay for in another jurisdiction, for instance. So this is a tool. It is clearly, there's no you should always treat AI tools with a bit of caution. You shouldn't rely on them blindly, but this is something that can help with that process, which otherwise can be quite a slow and drawn out process. So I hope you find this useful, and hopefully we'll catch up soon.